Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about history. I'm going to talk about one of the 5 major religions of the world, Christianity. As there is a lot to cover in this video, and in order for you to know what I'm talking about more easily, I will divide this video into several sections. Oh, by the way, the content of today's video is based on one of my published books, which is entitled Essentials of World History. If you want to know more about the history of Christianity, you may want to read this book, which is available on Amazon. In this book, there is a separate and dedicated chapter discussing the origins and developments of each of the 5 religions in much more detail. If you want to purchase a copy, just go to Amazon.com and search for Essentials of World History by Frank Zhu and the 3rd edition. If you are new to this channel, my name is Frank Zhu, and I'm a college professor teaching sociology, history, and philosophy. I'm also an award-winning landscape photographer. Section 1. Let me first give you an overview of Christianity. As a religion, Christianity emerged during the Roman times. The rise and the spread of Christianity opened a new chapter in the Greco-Roman culture in the West. Nowadays, it is impossible to talk about Western values and cultures without mentioning Christianity. However, Christianity started as a secret community under the oppression and persecution by the Roman authorities. Of course, it grew quickly, and by about 270 CE, Christianity had spread widely. In 324 CE, during the reign of Constantine, who was a Roman emperor, Christianity was accepted as the official religion of the Roman Empire. After that, Christianity spread freely and more quickly throughout the conquered lands and peoples of northwestern Europe. The sheer size of the empire and the wide networks of roads and towns also served to transmit the message of Christianity. During its long history, Christianity was divided into 3 branches: Catholicism, Eastern Orthodox Church, and Protestantism. Nowadays, Christianity is the world's largest religion, having believers in all of the populated continents of the world. Its membership is estimated around 2 billion people. The Bible, which is the holy book for Christians, tells much of its history and the story of its founder. Section 2. So now, let me talk about Jesus Christ and how the religion was founded. Please bear in mind that what I'm talking about here is mostly based on Christian traditions. During the Roman times, there were lots of conflicts and clashes between authorities and rebellious people. Under the rule of the Roman Empire, people had to worship their emperors as gods. But Jews, who were strictly monotheistic, only worshipped their own God. Tensions thus grew between rulers and those people, especially in Palestine areas. Gradually, some small groups began to form secretly. It would only take a leader to unite all those people in their defiance of the Roman rule. In this context, Jesus, a young carpenter from Nazareth in northern Israel, became prominent. According to Christian tradition, Jesus was born to a Jewish virgin named Mary in about 4 BCE. Jesus was not only against the Roman authorities, he was also opposed to many Jewish religious leaders and accused them of being too concerned with money and power. He taught his followers to sympathize and help the poor. He also said that by keeping their faith in God, the poor and miserable people could get eternal life and happiness. The hope of a better life, in the other word, attracted many people. Besides, Jesus was also said to be able to perform miracles, including the ability to heal the sick and even raise the dead. As a result, wherever he went, he was always followed by large crowds. Increasingly, the Roman authorities saw him as a political troublemaker and a threat to their rule in Palestine. To prevent any future rebellion, the Roman administrators arrested, tried, and convicted him as an agitator in 30 CE. They finally had him nailed to a wooden cross, which was the Roman method for executing criminals. But Jesus' crucifixion did not stop the new religious movement. On the contrary, it helped to spread stories about him. His followers claimed that he had risen from the dead, which, by the way, is the idea of resurrection in Christian tradition. They now called him Christ, which was a Greek word meaning the Anointed One. They believed that he had been chosen by God and was sent to the world to save humankind. His followers also compiled a body of writings, stories of Jesus' life, and records of his teachings. These writings came to be known as New Testament, which is also known as the Greek Bible, as it was originally written in Greek. His followers also accepted the Old Testament, which was the holy book for Jewish people. By the way, the Old Testament is also known as the Hebrew Bible, since it was originally written in Hebrew. Therefore, both the New and the Old Testament now became the Bible for Christians. The spread of Christianity was also facilitated by people such as Paul, who played a crucial role. Paul was originally known as Saul because of his Jewish tradition, and he was initially opposed to the new Christian community. Later on, however, he was impressed by the power of Jesus and converted to Christianity. He even changed his Hebrew name Saul to the Roman name Paul. From then on, he dedicated himself to establishing Christianity as an independent and organized religion. As Jewish by birth, Roman by citizenship, Greek by culture, and now as a convert, Paul was in a unique and strong position to promote Christianity. And he indeed made critical contributions to the development of Christianity. Section 3. Now let me explain how Christianity was able to spread quickly 300 years after the death of Jesus. As I said earlier, Christians were largely oppressed and persecuted by the Roman authorities at the beginning. However, the status of Christianity in the Roman Empire dramatically and fundamentally changed during the reign of Constantine, who ruled in the early 4th century. Constantine was influenced by his mother, who was a devout Christian. She actually made a couple of trips to Jerusalem looking for the cross on which Jesus died. Constantine himself was also said to have experienced the power of Christianity. As a result, he declared Christianity legal, thus making Christianity the de facto official religion of the Roman Empire. Since then, Christianity spread out even more quickly and without resistance. The extensive networks of well-built roads of the Roman times also helped Christianity spread even farther. Section 4, which is the final section of this video. Let me explain why there are different denominations of Christianity. In the 2 millennia of its history, Christianity has been divided due to doctrinal and organizational differences. In the 6th century, it first split up into 2 divisions: Roman Catholic Church and Eastern Orthodox Church. This split came because of the differences over the authority of the Bishop of Rome. In the West, the Roman bishop claimed to be the Pope, which literally means Father of the Roman Catholic Church. By the way, the word Catholic means universal. However, Christians in the East, which was now called the Byzantine Empire, had never recognized the Pope's claim to preeminent authority. Because of this and other reasons, they formed the Eastern Orthodox Church. By the way, the word Orthodox is a Greek word meaning right believing. Between the 2 branches, there are a few differences. For example, in Catholic Church, church people are not allowed to get married, whereas in the Orthodox Church, clergy are permitted to marry. The official language of the Roman Catholic Church is Latin, whereas in the East, Greek is used together with some other languages. The second split came in the 14th century as a result of the Reformation movement. The Reformation originated from a protest movement against the Catholic Church, which is why it is called Protestantism. During the movement, people such as Martin Luther in Germany and John Calvin in France played essential roles. In their eyes, the Roman Catholic Church had become too corrupt. So, the reformers rejected the authority of the Pope and told people that they did not need to go to the church in order to communicate with God. They said what people needed to do was to have faith in God and read the Bible. That's all. The Protestant Reformation was also pushed by King Henry VIII in England, although it was for totally different reasons. King Henry VIII was seeking a divorce with his first wife, which was opposed by the Roman Catholic Church. So finally, King Henry VIII declared the independence of the Church of England from Rome. Now, please bear in mind that in spite of their differences, all Christians have faith in God and Jesus Christ as the Son of God, and they have many common religious practices. Well, that is all that I wanted to talk about today. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next.